Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow reptiles, to Ask Rep Q&A number 21, where I answer all of your questions. But before we begin, I want to tell you about a company that has shaved my life, quite literally. Are you tired of using crappy razors that you pay way too much for? DollarShaveClub.com sends high-quality razors directly to your door every single month for a fraction of the price. Don't believe me? Here's a comparison shot of a crappy razor versus their high-quality razor. They're so high quality that even Groot approves, and he's made of wood. And don't forget to try out their wonderful moisturizing shave butter, which makes your face feel like that of a baby's buttocks. So now you got that smooth face, how about having a butt that smells like peppermint? With their one wipe Charlies, with one little swipe, you'll eliminate that dingleberry farm and you'll be smelling so fresh, so peppermint that your girlfriend will be all over your body. Shave time, shave money. Try DollarShaveClub.com/MrRepzion with my Vanna URL to try it out today. You need what I need, and that's DollarShaveClub.com.
Hi, my name's Liz, and I noticed that on your Tumblr account there are photographs of naked women. If your future partner decided that they wanted to take those types of photographs, is that something that you'd support? And would you also support a family member that wanted to make that decision? I'm completely not against photography of that kind, but this is a question that I thought might be quite interesting.
Speaking of Tumblr, I actually have a new Tumblr. It's the same URL, but I deleted my old Tumblr and started a whole new fresh one because I had over like 15,000 posts, and over the course of 4 years, a lot of the stuff on there no longer represented me. However, the answer to your question, yes and yes. If a family member of mine wanted to post some nudes of themselves online or make a income through, let's just say, doing webcam stuff or selling their naked nudes to people or working in the porn industry for that matter, I'd be okay with it. I'm not against them doing that. In regards to my significant other, I'm currently in a relationship right now, and would I feel comfortable with her posting nudes of herself on her Tumblr or social networking site? And the answer is yes, I would be, and I think that just, yes, I would be. I'm not going to say that I love her doing that, but if she wants to do that and she can earn money through posting nudes of herself or showing off her tits, I'm fine with that. Same as, and for those of you who don't know, this is off topic, but I support the legalization of prostitution. I think prostitution, if people want to have sex for money, they should be able to do that, assuming they're over the age of 18. Will you give your child religious freedom? That is a great question. If they choose Christianity, how would you deal with it? I really wouldn't deal with it in any particular way, and I say that because I will let my child, when he grows older, be with the person he wants to be. Am I going to teach him Bible stories and tell him that Jesus is real at 5 years old? Absolutely not. I'm going to teach him science. I'm going to teach him things about the real world, the things that we know about evolution, science, and religion. I'm going to teach him these things. And if he chooses eventually in his later life to follow Christianity, that is his choice. I will love him despite not liking him becoming a Christian and following that religion or Mormonism or Scientology, whatever, that I believe is bullshit. I will love him because he's ultimately my son or my daughter, and I'm not going to outcast them simply because they have a differing belief system than I do, or worldview, or religion. It's childish. I have a great relationship with my mom and dad now that I've moved out. They're religious. I'm not. They know I'm an atheist. They know I don't believe in God. My parents gave me religious freedom to believe what I want, and that is ultimately what I did. I had to eventually move out of their house because it affected their daily living, because I had different values than them, but that was understandable. I will give my child religious freedom growing up.
Hey, Mr. Repzion. This is my question for you, Ask Rep Q&A number 21. What's your opinion on bronies?
The question that fuels the fire. What is my opinion on bronies? Well, I got nothing against them. As anything, there are particular fandoms that I am not too fond of. Now, just because someone is a brony does not mean they're in a particular fandom, but it's the really radical fandoms, and this can be for Whovians, this can be for people who are bronies, this can be for anything for that matter. But I have found, and maybe this is just my personal experience, people probably will get upset when I say this, but I have found the brony community to be very toxic and very, very... I've seen them borderline bully other people for not liking My Little Pony, or for dissing My Little Pony, or saying anything negative, and they just unleash their fury upon people who don't agree with them with being a brony, or they don't like bronies, or they don't like the show, or whatever it be, and I'm against that. I don't think people should bully anyone, and especially, like, for a fandom, it's really dumb, in my opinion. I have nothing against people who are bronies. I know a few of bronies. I'm actually, I'm going to say this in a public video, I like furries. I like people who dress up as animals. I like furries. That's probably... that's a thing that I really, really like. It's weird, I understand that, but honestly, it doesn't bother me if people think dressing up as animals is weird. But in terms of your question, yet again, bronies, got nothing against them. They're cool with me. Just, I don't like radical people in the fandoms that bronies I often see are very toxic.
What was your initial direction when you first started Mr. Epsilon? Like, what content and message were you trying to deliver?
Oh my gosh, please do not remind me of little kid Repzion, because when he first came to YouTube, I was an avid viewer of him, but I had to unsubscribe to him because his videos were so terrible, because his original intention on coming to YouTube was, well, not to talk about me, but rather to convert people to Christianity. His first few videos were all about Christianity and why you should love Jesus and why you should become a Christian and defending Christianity. And then he discovered who I was, and I was the main motivation that he walked away from Christianity. That's right, I told that little Repzion kid that his religion was bullshit, that he should not let religion control his actions and behavior, and that he should go out among the world and fuck fine-ass bitches. Yeah. Favorite band or musician? Well, for starters, I don't listen to a lot of music, and my musical tastes really go back in the old days of the 1930s and 40s with Nat King Cole, Sammy Davis Jr., Frank Sinatra. That's the type of music that I love and adore. Modern music I listen to involves usually the YouTube channel Monster Cat. That's about all I really listen to, trance, dubstep, stuff like that. But in terms of my favorite musician, it would have to be the one and only, the man who can make tears drops fall from my eyes, John Williams. John Williams is my favorite musician / orchestrated artist, whatever you call them, I don't know. I don't know the proper jargon for musicians who stand up and use that little wand thing. Orchestrated musician dude. I don't know. But John Williams, the guy who made the Star Wars theme song, Indiana Jones theme song, one of the Harry Potter theme songs, and many, his music is incredible. My favorite type of music of all time is what is known as orchestrated music. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of the company known as Audio Machine, but Audio Machine makes trailer music. It's this epic score of orchestrated drums and opera and violins and guitars and pianos and every type of instrument you can possibly... It's a gigantic orchestra that presents epic music. And it's, to me, I feel that's the music that affects me and can get my adrenaline working up, is listening to epic music. And Audio Machine is one of those companies that makes trailer music, which I absolutely love. PC or console, what is wrong with the latest generation? I'm a PC master race, I'm sorry, but like I have PC all the way. My computer, I have almost 3 computers built. I love building computers. I'm a computer enthusiast. I have to have the new graphics card every time a new one comes out. But in terms of what's wrong with the latest consoles, well, I think the biggest problem with Xbox One and PlayStation 4 is the lack of interesting games upon the console's launch. I've had my PlayStation 4 for almost a year now, and I have rarely touched it with the exception of Destiny and The Last of Us Remastered. Those are the only 2 games I've actually officially played on the game. When I first got my PlayStation 4, I played a little bit of Killzone Shadowfall, but I hardly played it because I just wasn't really interested in those games. And now games are finally coming out for the PlayStation 4 that I'm super happy about. So I don't really think there's a lot of things wrong with the new gen of consoles. I think they could be a lot better. There's really There's a difference in graphics and memory because the new next-gen consoles have a lot more server capacity and have a lot more power in terms of the last gen, because last gen you could only have like 24 players on servers. Now you can have 64 players on servers, and that's really cool. Thing is, you gotta always remember about consoles is they're always going to be outdated. The moment they come out, they're outdated. PC is always going to be out there, better, more higher quality video settings, better graphics, better everything. PC is the master race. There's no arguing against that. But consoles has certain titles that I love and adore that ultimately will never be up probably on PC. Halo 3, please come to play PC. Come on, Microsoft. You will have my money. I will buy Halo 3 for PC. Oh. If you decided to do porn, what would be your porn star name? The Repinator. Do you believe it is inappropriate for young children to see nudity that is not sexualized? Good question. My answer is no. See, there's a lot of miscommunication. I made a video a couple days ago, titled Children and Pornography, and a lot of people, for whatever reason, didn't understand my point. I was not talking about nudity. I was talking about children like 5 and 6 seeing hardcore pornography, that can create some unrealistic expectations for what they may see later in life sex to be. And that's not to say sex can't be entertaining, it can be. But for a child to only see sex as entertainment, only as that, can affect his future relationships in a negative way. In no way was I saying that a child seeing nudity or being educated on what nudity is wrong. Some people took a really extreme position, my position, and warped it into saying that I don't believe children should see nudity or the naked body or form, and that's completely wrong. No. Sex education is vital for children. I think sex education should be taught like 8, 9 years old in a really effective manner, so these kids aren't left growing up to be 14 and not knowing proper protection and precautions to take during sex, and then they have a kid and child and get pregnant or things like that, and it just ruins the rest of their life. But no, it is not inappropriate for a child to see nudity that is not sexualized. And in terms of seeing nudity that is sexualized, I just think that children should not see those types of sexualized things at 4 or 5 years of age, in regards to hardcore pornography, which is what I was talking about in my earlier video, but some people didn't get that through their thick skull. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow reptiles. This has been Ask Rep Q&A number 21. Thank you for watching this video. Please leave your questions, your comments down below in the description of this video, and please feel free to post a video response titled Ask Rep Q&A number 22 and submit a video response. If you submit a video response, there's a very high chance that your question through a video response will be used in my actual video on my channel. So just title it Ask Rep hashtag. Thank you guys for watching. Ask Rep Q&A number 22 on the way, but you guys have to participate in order for it to happen. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Daniel Solzbach. Peace, the rep out, and have a fantastic Friday. I'm off to go play Destiny.